August 15, 1977. A radio telescope in Ohio picks up a strange signal from deep space. It lasts just 72 seconds, and then disappears. To this day, no one has ever heard it again. Scientists call it the WOW signal, and some believe it might be the closest we've ever come to proof of alien life. On the night of August 15, 1977, a silent sentinel was listening to the cosmos. The Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University, a colossal structure spanning 3 football fields, was engaged in one of humanity's most profound quests, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI. This ambitious project was born from a simple yet monumental question: are we alone? Its mission was to patiently sift through the cacophony of the universe, hoping to isolate a single, structured whisper from a distant civilization. For years, the search had yielded only the endless cosmic static. But for 72 seconds that night, it caught more than a whisper. It caught a roar. A powerful narrowband radio signal originating from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius swept across the telescope's receiver. Its frequency was tantalizingly close to the hydrogen line, a natural frequency astronomers call the cosmic watering hole, a logical place for an intelligent species to broadcast. The signal was transient, appearing just once as Earth's rotation carried the telescope's fixed view across that specific patch of sky. Days later, volunteer astronomer Jerry Amon was performing the routine, often mind-numbing task of reviewing the data, printed on long, fan-folded sheets of computer paper. He was scanning for any anomaly, a faint blip that might rise above the background noise. Amidst the monotonous columns of data, his eyes suddenly locked onto a sequence of characters so unusual it seemed to leap off the page: 6 EQJ5. In the telescope's alphanumeric code, numbers 1 through 9 and letters A through U represented rising signal intensity. This sequence showed a signal that rapidly intensified, peaked at a level over 30 times stronger than the ambient cosmic noise, and then faded away. The rise and fall formed a perfect bell curve, precisely matching the antenna's reception pattern as it swept past a fixed point source in deep space. This wasn't random noise or a terrestrial glitch. It was the textbook signature of a signal that theorists had long predicted would come from an extraterrestrial beacon. Overwhelmed by the profound implications, Amon grabbed a red pen. He frantically circled the anomalous data, and in a moment of pure, unadulterated scientific astonishment, scribbled a single, now legendary word in the margin: WOW. That one spontaneous annotation would forever give the enduring, tantalizing mystery its name. The WOW signal wasn't random noise. It was narrow, precise, and came from the constellation Sagittarius, right near a group of stars. It was exactly the kind of signal scientists imagined they might receive if another civilization was trying to communicate. But here's the catch: when they scanned the same spot again, the signal never came back. In the decades since its detection, the WOW signal has become a focal point for one of humanity's greatest questions. For the scientists at SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, it was a potential breakthrough. The sheer strangeness of the signal has caused theories to explode, creating a scientific battleground of ideas where every possibility has been fiercely debated. The most tantalizing explanation is that it was a deliberate message from an extraterrestrial intelligence. The signal was detected near the hydrogen line, a frequency scientists long theorized would be a universal calling card. Its characteristics were a near-perfect match for what astronomers predicted an alien beacon would look like: a powerful narrowband transmission, appearing and disappearing as if a distant antenna was sweeping past Earth. It seemed intelligently designed, but skeptics point towards natural causes. Could it have been a rare astrophysical event like an interstellar scintillation of a distant pulsar briefly magnifying its signal? These theories are compelling but have a fatal flaw. They typically involve repeating signals. The WOW signal was a one-time event. It never returned, despite numerous attempts to find it again. In 2017, a study suggested a natural but closer source, a hydrogen cloud surrounding a passing comet, which could explain the signal's frequency. This idea gained traction. However, the scientific community quickly pushed back. Critics argued a comet's hydrogen cloud wouldn't be dense enough to produce such a powerful burst, and follow-up observations of other comets found no similar signals, leaving the theory on shaky ground. Other ideas have been floated: a terrestrial signal bouncing off space debris, or even a secret military satellite. But each explanation is riddled with inconsistencies. No known satellite was broadcasting on that protected frequency, and a reflected signal would likely have been far weaker. The WOW signal remains a true anomaly, a 72-second blip of data that doesn't fit neatly into any box. It's a ghost in the machine, a persistent mystery that challenges our understanding of the universe. In the grand silent theater of the cosmos, our tiny world is but a single lonely seat. For decades, through the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, humanity has been listening, hoping for a single voice to break the overwhelming static. We've had false alarms, but nothing has endured like the WOW signal. It remains the high watermark, the closest we've ever come to a definitive, "we are not alone." It's more than just an anomaly. It's a 72-second drama that stands as the most compelling clue in our cosmic search, challenging our perception of being alone. If it was a message from intelligent life, the sender chose their channel with breathtaking precision. The signal arrived at 1420 MHz, the hydrogen line. This is the frequency at which neutral hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, naturally resonates. It's a cosmic landmark, a universal hailing frequency that physicists in the 1950s predicted would be the logical choice for interstellar communication. It sits in a quiet radio band, making it an ideal channel. This suggests the signal wasn't just a random shout into the void, but a deliberate, targeted hello from someone who understood the fundamental language of the cosmos, someone who wanted to be heard. But if it wasn't a message, the mystery only deepens. What natural phenomenon could produce a signal so powerful, so narrow, and so perfectly aligned with the hydrogen frequency? Theories have come and gone, from interstellar twinkling to secret satellites. The most prominent recent idea suggested the hydrogen cloud of a passing comet. However, this explanation struggles to account for the signal's incredible strength in its abrupt appearance and disappearance. A comet's cloud would be diffuse, creating a weak, broad signal. The WOW signal was laser-like, and its intensity traced a perfect bell curve over 72 seconds, the exact signature of a fixed-point source passing through the telescope's beam. Furthermore, the comets proposed weren't even in the telescope's beam at the time. Every natural explanation we've conceived falls short, leaving a void that science has yet to fill. The signal's legacy is defined as much by the silence that followed as by the sound itself. In the days, months, and decades after 1977, astronomers, including Jerry Amon himself, returned to that exact patch of sky over 100 times. They used more sensitive equipment, listened for longer durations, and scanned a wider range of frequencies. They found nothing, not a whisper, not an echo. This non-repetition is maddening. Was it a rotating beacon that only sweeps past Earth periodically? A transmission from a moving ship that has long since passed? Or was it truly a one-time event? It was as if a cosmic lighthouse had swept its beam across Earth just once, illuminating us for a fleeting 72 seconds before plunging us back into darkness. This fleeting moment has had a lasting impact, cementing the WOW signal in our cultural consciousness. It has become a touchstone for our collective hopes and fears about the cosmos, referenced in shows like and inspiring countless works of art. It is the poster child for SETI, a piece of scientific lore that fuels science fiction and inspires new generations of explorers. It represents the ultimate what if, a story so powerful it transcends the boundaries of the observatory and enters the realm of modern myth. It's a reminder that for all our knowledge, the universe still holds the capacity to astonish us. So we are left with a profound cosmic dichotomy. Option 1. We witnessed a 1 in a trillion natural event, a fluke of physics so rare and so perfectly mimicking an intelligent signal that we may never see its like again. This would mean our understanding of astrophysics is incomplete. Option 2. For 72 seconds, our tiny planet accidentally intercepted a message not meant for us. Perhaps a navigational beacon or a planetary radar sweep. A brief, shining moment of contact. Proof that just once, humanity really did hear from the stars. There is a third, more mundane possibility, an unidentified, perfectly disguised terrestrial signal, but with no evidence it remains as speculative as the others.
The search for answers continues, now more advanced than ever. Projects like the Breakthrough Listen initiative are scanning the skies with unprecedented sensitivity, hoping to find a repeat or something new. Fueled by the enduring legacy of that one tantalizing signal from Sagittarius, the question remains as potent today as it was in 1977. What do you believe? Was the WOW signal a message from another world, a cosmic fluke we can't yet explain, or something else entirely? Share your theories in the comments below. And if you love exploring the universe's greatest unanswered questions, be sure to subscribe to Mystery Vault for more deep dives into the unknown.